Yo, what's up, what it is, what it do, it's your man Big Ed with the smoke session, 612, let me change that just a little bit, there we go. This is the first time I'm recording on OBS, so bear with me, bear with the problems that we have and everything else, but we finna get it in with my man, Contridium Corde,
Nice
on the smoke
everyone.
session 612, let's get it, y'all. Yo, what's up? It's your man Big Ed, a.k.a. Rob 45. That's the new name, that's the producer name. Speaking of names,
Yes, sir.
I have Contridium Corde here in the studio with me.
Hello. How's it going, everyone?
Man, it's going pretty good here.
Good.
On this side. Man, we've been having some fun today.
Oh yeah.
Contridium, why don't you tell me how you come about the name Contridium Corde?
Well, it's a funny story actually. So, it originally started out. I was in a sense gonna release a lot more like depressing, like really, emotional music. So I went with, Latin. I was like, okay, I'll go with Latin. So I searched up broken-hearted in Latin, and basically what I did was I switched a few, pronunciations around, and that's how I got Contridium. So it's basically broken-hearted in Latin, and I just kept it around because it sounded cool. It sounded good. So
Awesome. Now that you say that, it makes a lot of sense because a lot of your music has been about being brokenhearted or, either wronged by a broad, like all us men have been.
Yep.
Or going through some hardships with family or whatnot.
100%.
So,
Yeah.
But I can see where the name Contridium Corde comes in.
Yes, sir.
Brokenhearted.
Yeah.
So, for those of you guys who don't know, Contridium Corde came out with a new album called The Revenant.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he does have some albums that came out before. You want to tell us a little bit about those?
Well, they were, so I was formerly Gusty, ended up switching my name around 4 years ago, took a 4-year break right after I switched my name, came back with The Revenant, the hype was crazy, everybody seemed to love it, and that was pretty much the goal, was just to reinvent myself. The Revenant in general is very, very different compared to anything that I released before. I would say the best explanation I can give is that the music matured into being something great. You know what I mean? So that was the primary focus as soon as I switched my name from Gusty to Contridium Corde, and that's pretty much the best explanation I can give.
Right, I feel you. Now, you sent us some songs before.
Yes, sir.
And they've been played on, I used to do a segment called The Fatal Four.
Yeah.
And a couple of your songs have been played on there before.
Mm-hmm.
Polo, Psych Ward.
Yes, sir.
And maybe, I believe, one other one. I believe you had 3 that were on there. But
3 strikes.
But
It was 3 strikes.
he hit a
wasn't
home run. It might have been.
All right, I think it was.
But speaking of 3 strikes,
Yeah.
you hit a home run with the opening to the smoke session.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. With that yeah shit, you hit a home run.
Oh, I appreciate it.
That's one of my favorite beats you sent me.
Good.
There was another one that you sent me. Damn, I can't remember.
Oh God, I couldn't tell you it either.
Oh,
I make a new beat like
it was a hard beat though. But speaking of beats,
Yeah,
you do all your own beats.
I do.
You do all your own vocals, all your own mixing and everything, right?
Yes, sir. Yep. Everything is fully done by myself.
Let's let the fans know a little bit about that process. How does that work? Do you like to start out with your melodies? Do you like to start out with 808s or?
I usually think the first thing I want to think of is what vibe do I want to create? What type of mood am I feeling? Because my music a lot of times is it basically I create what I feel for the day, you know? So music it's an emotional release for me. But it's also, I just love to do it, So, whether I have something on my mind or whatever it might be, I think to myself, all right, what do I want to write about today? And then what message do I want to deliver? How do I want to deliver it? And then from there, I come up with the samples. After I do the samples, put the drums in, put the hats in, everything like that, and then you have a song.
Okay.
And then right after that, usually what I do is I'll take a day, go off of it now that I have the beat. I'll usually write a few bars that same exact day, just when I'm making the beat and everything like that. And then eventually I come back to it the next day with a clear head, I guess, in a sense. Or, I might think of something new, a different way to put this, that,
Right.
And I come back and usually just make the song the next day.
Okay. So. Have you ever experienced what they consider beat block?
No, but yes.
Okay.
No, but yes. So
explain that.
So I can always find a beat. Like, I don't know. I listen to so many different genres of music and so many different artists and stuff like that. And it really has helped me to not stay narrow-sighted into where I want my beats to be, Like, there are certain things where, like, I'll go through and I'll sift through melodies for the day. I'll spend 3 hours and I won't find one. And I won't get discouraged by it. I'll just be like, all right, whatever, it is what it is. I'll get back on the next day and hopefully find something that day. And it usually tends to work out that way. If I don't, then I'll sample a song or I'll do something, So right. There's always a way to create. That is what I'll say.
Speaking of sampling a song.
Yes, sir.
Man, we've been kicking it for a while today.
Yeah.
We're recording this. It's now on 8 o'clock?
I don't know. Let's see.
But yeah, it's about 8 o'clock now.
8:07. Yep. You're right on.
We've been kicking it here in the studio for quite a bit today.
Yeah.
And we've got quite a bit done. One of them, I hope we're finishing before you leave tonight.
Yeah.
And we can get that out tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
That'll be the dopest shit ever.
Yeah.
For the Smoke Session 612 and the Wuz Network. By the way, I gotta give a shout out to Wuz Network. That's our home network on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
On Wuz Network, we have the Smoke Session 612, the Ways Verse,
okay,
the Showdown. That's our fantasy football / football show.
Yeah.
And then we have the What Up Though Show.
Yep.
That's where the name of the network comes from.
Exactly.
What Up Though Show Network.
Yeah.
So, shout out to my guys OG, Tim Wilson, and my brother Ways. We'll be with y'all tomorrow. Let's see here. Psych Ward.
Yes, sir.
That's the first song that you sent me. The first full song you sent me.
Okay.
Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about Psych Ward before we get into it?
Oh boy. So Psych Ward is actually a story about a man who's mentally deranged. All right, that's the best way to explain it. That's exactly how I explain it in the song. The first verse, before you hear the drop and the whispers in your ears, is a news reporter speaking about this man, okay? And he's being pulled out and transferred to another jail, okay? And once the drop hits, or the bass or the 808s, once those hit, you hear these voices. If you listen with headphones, you'll hear voices going all around your head.
Okay.
And the voices represent what the man hears in his head. And then what you hear is another news reporter talking about him, and then all of a sudden it drops again. And that's when you hear the perspective of the man, or kind of what's going on in the man's head.
Okay.
So it's multi-layered. I don't know. It tells a good story, I guess.
Right. It is a good story. Why don't we do this? Would you feel like performing Psych Ward for us?
I could, but I don't know if I could get the voice that deep right now.
We can do it either way.
We can do it. We can do it.
We can do it either way.
Let's do it.
You want to go ahead and try it?
I'll try it.
It's the Smoke Session 612. Your man, Rob45, a.k.a. Big Ed. My guy, Contridium Corde. He's finna hit you with a little bit of Psych Ward. Let's see how this works.
I said he's mentally deranged and he's psychotic as fuck. Someone should lock him in a cage and probably chain him up. Maybe throw him in the ocean while he's locked up in the cage, having panic for air as he is filling with rage. But as he's filling with rage, his body's showing no emotion. Will you please go get a gun so I can blow the locomotion? The paranoia is setting up, he bursts, he's coming towards, and he screams from his soul that he is trapped in the ward. Goddamn, this kid is really going crazy. Smacked some stupid bitch and then he pump kicked a baby. No disregard, he doesn't care about your silly life. He would gladly smack you in the face with a 9mm pipe. And oh yeah, he just caught 2 more bodies, robbed a couple people, and he bombed the whole lobby. He's coming out, let's go and see what this lunatic will say. Take this mic, you go right ahead and say what you gotta say. Bitch, fuck my mind. Oh, fuck, I got it wrong. Shit.
Hey. I'm going to tell you right there. Hey.
Oh, man.
Whoa. I'm going to tell you.
I got it wrong.
Hey, I don't care if you got it wrong or not. Them was bars. That was crazy. It's my man, Contridium, Corde. It's your man, Big Ed, a.k.a. Rob45.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You officially tapping in with the Smoke Session 612. Man, them was bars.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Them was bars.
I appreciate that.
That song goes crazy. Another song that you have
Yes, sir.
on your new album, The Revenant.
Okay.
Damn, I wish I should have put this video up. I'm going to put the video up on the Smoke Session 612 group page.
Okay.
As ASPCA.
Okay.
ASPCA. Tell me a little bit about that.
I mean, it's a song with 0 beat to it. There is no kicks, no snare, no hats. It's just a melody. And with those beats like that, I'm able to skate over it. I'm able to manipulate it around my voice, manipulate different flows. Like, with that one melody, you could probably spit a total of 8 different ways. And that's the beauty of those. I love beats like that, where you kind of have, in a sense, total control over how you want it to sound, because your voice is the only thing that carries that song. So that's what I went with. I mean, I went with punchy bars. I had to make sure that everything made sense. But it's, I don't know. I mean, it's I don't know what the hell would you call it.
I told you I've told you off camera.
Yeah.
About one of my favorite bars in that whole song.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Women won't want to hear this shit.
For you women out there, you go ahead and tune out or whatever.
No offense. But hop off real quick. It'll be 10 seconds. Right?
But my favorite bar on there is my bitch a year ago, she was only good for doing dishes.
Exactly.
Oh man, tell me a little bit about that. How that came about.
I mean, it's a fact. There's no other way to explain it. It was factual, you know. I had this chick. Probably at this point, it was 2 years ago since I recorded that song. And she would stay at my house and shit. And it wasn't really necessarily a serious relationship by any means. She was just like she was a woman to keep me company. Is the best way to explain it. All right, and I told her, I was like, hey, if you want to stay here, you want to keep hanging around, like, could you like pick some shit up, or like she would trash the fucking house and everything like that. I just feel like I'd come home and be like, fuck, I gotta clean, man. So I asked her, I was like, can you start doing a little something around here? Like, I don't like my house to look messy or anything like that. And all she did was the dishes. That's it. That was it. It was the only thing she was good for. Just did the dishes.
Hey, I love when people put real life experiences in their bars.
Oh yeah.
Yep. It adds a personal touch to it.
Exactly, makes it personal and possibly relatable too.
Exactly,
which is important.
Exactly, because all of us have all had that one bitch that was only good for doing dishes. She couldn't suck dick. Exactly. She couldn't fuck. She didn't clean nothing else but the dishes. That's it.
Exactly. Huh.
She couldn't fulfill wishes at all. Another song on that album that caught my attention. And I've told you I want to help remake. I want to help do a remix to this song.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Killer.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about Killer.
Killer is another. It's just like Psych Ward actually. So, Psych Ward gave me the idea for Killer, and I was possibly gonna do an entire EP explaining, different mental conditions and how they affect certain people and things like that, or different scenarios and how they work through everything and whatnot. And I decided to scrap that and just not do it. It's still technically in the vault. I got 4 songs done with it.
Got a question.
Yeah.
How much did Eminem influence those 2 songs?
0. I don't like Eminem.
Yeah?
I don't like Eminem.
What?
I don't like Eminem. I know.
Oh, man.
I know. You guys can call me crazy all you want.
To me, it sounds like he might have influenced those 2 songs.
Yeah. No, so I'll tell you this, okay? Eminem back in the day, he was great. Bad Meets Evil, when that group was about, fantastic. I loved Eminem during that period. I listened to Eminem during that period. But as he got older, his voice stayed the same, and it is very repetitive in a sense. His voice sounds the same. His beats are different, but they don't fit his voice. Like if you appreciate good music and you know how good music sounds and what goes with what, you will basically seek those things out and be like, yeah, I don't like this. Like there's specific songs, like a perfect example would be 4 a.m. by 2 Chainz, okay? A lot of people know that song. But if you listen really close, you can hear a slight whiz in the background because his vocals were fucked up when they recorded them, And it's like those little things like that where it's like, oh, shit, I can't listen to this song now,
Okay.
And yeah, that's the best way I can describe it is his voice doesn't fit with his beats. I won't deny the fact that he is a legend within the rap community and one of the best to ever do it. And he has, influenced an entire age of music and sound of music. But yeah, personally, not my cup of tea. Surprisingly.
Oh wow, that is surprising.
Yeah.
But okay, to me, the subject matter of the song, is what I'm talking about.
No, not influenced at all.
Oh wow!
I decided to write a story. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna write a story that makes sense. And that repeats itself over and over again. And that's something that most people who listen to it might miss is the fact that, you're talking about this man who goes around, he's a serial killer, okay?
Right.
But then at the end, the killer gets killed. That's why it's called Killer.
Okay.
But then what you don't understand, there was supposed to be extra bars with that song, but I just decided to scratch them and keep it on a cliffhanger in a sense.
Okay.
What eventually happens with that is that person who killed the killer now becomes the killer.
Okay.
It's a never-ending cycle.
Right.
Basically.
Right. Man. That's actually kind of like the hood.
Yeah.
It's a never-ending cycle in the hood.
Yeah.
Right now in the hood we got a war that's been going on for actually generations.
Really?
Yeah. And it's crazy.
I am not from the hood. I am not from the hood.
So, but everybody that listens to the Smoke Session 612, y'all know I'm from North Side, Minneapolis. Where we ride and die, period. Let's see here. Yee shit.
Yes, sir.
The beat that opens up the Smoke Session, that opened up this show here.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about that, how that came about.
Oh, God. Do you want to know how it was made, or do you want to know,
the inspiration behind it?
No inspiration.
And, what?
No.
Oh, wow.
No. So, most artists and stuff like that, they find inspiration in other music or through other artists and stuff like that, whereas I try not to the best of my ability, because then the music is it's basically can be influential by itself.
Okay.
If you're not influenced by something and you create a piece, it can easily influence other people. The goal is to set a new bar or try something completely different that can completely change that up, and that's what I go for. But
let me tell you, yee shit is the first time I've ever heard a banjo used in hip hop.
I got a couple of beats actually with a banjo.
In fact, let me go back to yee shit real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and play that again, so everybody can hear what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I made the beat in 5 minutes, so don't give me shit. All right.
What? 5 minutes? That's
5
it?
minutes. 5 minutes.
Oh wow.
Make that.
Oh wow. That's a little fast. There we go.
I think it is. Was it?
Yeah. Makes me feel like doing the opening all over again.
Go ahead.
What it is, what it do, it's the Smoke Session 612 with your man Rob 45, a.k.a. Big Ed. Here with my guy, Contridium Corde. On one of his original beats.
Yes, sir.
Yee shit. Let's get it, baby. Sorry, I heard that and I just had to do the opening over again. saw some things I might have did wrong in the opening before, so I had to do them over again. Let's see, where should we go next? Tell the people a little bit more about Contridium Corde. Who is Contridium Corde?
Well, I am a producer, rapper, songwriter, audio engineer. I do everything. Like we had explained earlier, correct?
Yep.
So I do everything myself. I've been producing since I was 11, and then writing music since I was 14. So I've been doing this quite a while. Eventually, well, I should say I got my start actually producing on a online program called Club Create, which is now non-existent because it was sued by one of the artists that they worked with. The artist ended up suing them because the company didn't pay out his money. So yeah, they got shut down. That was kind of when I started bouncing around, and I was like, okay, I'll try another online program. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna get into FL Studio. So I got into FL Studio, and that's basically where things just started taking off. So,
now, for those who don't know, FL Studio is what used to be known as Fruity Loops, and which is damn near where every artist in the game ever got to start was on Fruity Loops. Yeah. So I remember when I was going to broadcasting school. This is back in '98.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I was out at Brown College, and
I wasn't even born yet.
But yeah, we used FL Studio and we used Adobe Audition.
Okay.
So, but yeah, both programs were pretty good. I'm loving FL Studio, especially now.
Love it.
Not especially
once you understand it, once you got an understanding on how to work it, what goes, things like that. It's so nice.
Contridium helped me so much, man. Oh, this album that me and Law finna put out with the help of Contridium. Contridium's got a couple tracks he's helping us with on there.
Yes, sir.
So, we got to put that out there. Self-promotion. Got to do self-promotion.
Oh, of course. Of course.
So, but man, we've been cooking us, like I said, we've been in the studio since, 2 o'clock today?
Yeah, damn near.
And it's 8 o'clock. Yep. Man, we've been cooking up all day long, having a lot of fun.
Totally.
Had to go ahead and get this interview done quick. Why don't you go ahead and give the people your social medias?
My socials, everything that you can think of, you can find me under Contridium Corde. So CONTRIDIUM
Contridium Corde. And that's on Spotify. That's on Apple Music. That's on SoundCloud.
Instagram,
Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. The only one you don't have is
Contridium Corde, it's just Contridium, all right?
the only one you don't have is Facebook, right?
Oh yeah, I don't.
Yeah, we don't fuck with
Who does Facebook these days? Come on.
But you do have to go to go to Facebook to catch the Smoke Session 612 group page, where there's a link to the Revenant. There'll be a link to all the Contridium Corde's social medias, to all our TikToks that we're doing and everything. Yeah. But man, Contridium, I want to thank you.
Of course.
It's been a pleasure in the studio with you today. It's been a pleasure with this interview.
Yes, sir.
It's the Smoke Session 612 with your man Big Ed, a.k.a. Rob45. That's the new name. Let me go ahead and take him out like this. You want to bust something on it?
Fuck no. I can't fucking rap to this.
It's your man Big Ed, a.k.a. Rob45. I just had to put him on the spot for a second real quick. I love this beat, though.
Good.
I love this.
I'm glad.
It's good for a beat bed.
Yeah.
Works out nice. Nice and concise. And we out of here. It's your man Big Ed on the Smoke Session 612. The Wuz Network. Like, share, subscribe, follow, do all that, and get us in the algorithm. Peace.
Yes, sir. All right, I'll make sure you were recording.
All right.
All right. Make sure.